Okay, first race coming up will be the Hazard versus the Straight Ahead. First race up's the Hazard versus the Straight Ahead. The boys from Pick 2. Clinton McKeel and, Dave McCarthy and Mike Chevalier. Versus the Hazard, James Cole and Ryan Ross. Hazard's got the pace lane, so they're going to be in the inside towards the flag boat here. Next race up is going to be the Yogi versus the Blur, followed by the Spit and Sputter versus Mr. Mopar, Penny Pincher versus Head Rush, and the Overdrive versus the Blue Bayou. Okay, so we got a short run-up area today. Let's make it tricky for them. It's going to take them a couple of tries to get used to this. This is we had the assault weapon hit a rock earlier. The tide has come a little bit, and we've got a buoy on the rock. But the run-up area here is very short, so it's going to take them a little bit to get used to this. Okay, first race of the day, fixed in to get underway here. Eddie's the man on the flag. Coming on up, and a lot of fresh water in the harbor here today, so you want to keep your eye on the turns. There's out to be a little bit of water thrown on the turns. And at the end of the course is the Hazard turning first, followed by the Straight Ahead. The Hazard straightened out and headed back home with a big advantage. And it looks like it's going to be the Hazard. And it is the Hazard. Picking up the win there. Looks like the boys have got the boat going pretty good. Next race up is going to be the Yogi versus the Blur, and that's also in the 550 class. The Yogi, of course, Tremaine Blinkhorn, Dean Orr, I think it's, or Dean, I'm not sure, his last name is Dean. My list of names I don't have with me, so I'll just be referring to the boats today, that way I won't be messing the names up. But everybody knows the Blur and the Yogi. I do know it's Mark and Landon Ross were the Blur. That's Courtney's and Johnny Ross's boat. Now we got to get these guys so they come around on the other side of the flag boat here, where there's more water. Over in there, they could be playing with danger. Oh. Okay, we have the Blur with pace lane. They're just squared away here. Once again, this is the Dustin Bruce Conrad Memorial Race. We tried to get underway last night, but we had trouble. Too many troubles to talk about, so good start. Eddie's not fooling around today, he's sending them. Okay, down at the corner first, the outside lane, the Yogi. Oh, the Blur. Oh, that's what you call playing the bill. That's going to cost them the race there. A lot of fresh water in the harbor today, folks. That's going to cause them some trouble. Going to be the Yogi, folks. The Yogi! Whoa! Where's she going? I think they've got problems. I'd say his rudder must have let go or something, folks. As he coasts over to the... sure what happened there. They just turned the wrong way. So they turned the wrong way or what? Hopefully they never hurt the boat any. They seem to be... Yeah, do not turn towards the shore. Whew. That was close, folks. A little excitement. Next race up is going to be the Spit and Sputter versus the Mr. Mopar. These guys turned around here and headed back at you. And this is also in the 550 class, the super stock. So a little excitement. As I said before, the fresh water in the harbor here makes the boats ride a little lower. So they're going to dig in a little harder at the corners than they're used to. So that's going to take some adjustments for them. You've seen a lot of them out here practicing it. Okay, looks like it's going to be the Spit and Sputter in the inside lane here. Mr. Mopar in the outside lane towards the shore. Bringing him up to the line. Good shot. Looks like the Spit and Sputter with a better start. To make the way down the harbor today. Wind conditions and stuff are lovely for the day. Into the corner first in the inside lane. Oh, a big Bayou plant in the outside lane by the Mr. Mopar. That's going to give the Spit and Sputter, which made a cleaner turn. That's going to give them the advantage coming back. And it is going to be over the Mr. Mopar. Spit and Sputter picking up the win there over the Mr. Mopar. And this is a double loss knockout. Oh, they're taking a chance turning that way, but as long as they have better results than the Yogi did, I guess it's all right. Okay, next race up is the Penny Pincher versus the Head Rush. And this is in the 25 to 40 outboard class. So we got the Head Rush in the outside lane. Penny Pincher in the inside lane. Eddie, they're starting. We're going to get Eddie to the line. And there we go. A little short-handed today on the flag boat. But there they go. Next race up will be the Overdrive versus the Blue Bayou, and that is also in the 25 to 40 horse outboard class. These guys make the way down. Penny Pincher, I believe, is piloted by Nathan Quinlan. Of course, it's Clifford's boat. And the Head Rush, I forget his name. I think it's Caleb Nixon, I believe. Apologize if I'm wrong, but at the turns outside first, the Head Rush slightly ahead of the Penny Pincher. Making their way back, it looks like the Head Rush is making pretty good time coming back here. Looks like it's gonna be the Head Rush over the Penny Pincher. The Head Rush diddling along here. Oh, see the Stinger over there. Then it's going to be the Head Rush picking up the win over the Penny Pincher. Next race up is the Overdrive versus the Blue Bayou.
Okay, it's going to be after Mayfly and Kilter, it'll be Stinger versus the Contender. That's it.
Okay, another rundown of the races coming up here. I said we're a little short-handed today, so things might be a little more chaotic than usual, if that's believable. Okay, the Overdrive and Blue Bayou. Track these guys down. As you see, we've had some excitement already. As long as we keep the boats afloat and out of the rocks, it'll be a great afternoon. Okay, the Blue Bayou and the Overdrive making their way around here. The Overdrive's made some modifications, shrunk his boat up some, I think, since the last time we see it. Okay, I see my list is made, but thank you, Julie. Okay, and good start. Eddie sends them on their way, as long as you're close. So these guys look pretty close, making their way down there. After this is going to be the Viper versus the Kilter, with the Stinger versus the Contender. Okay, down to the corner. Let's see who gets there first. Looks pretty close. Both into the turn at the same time. So whoever gets the best turn, and it looks like the outside lane and the overdrive. And he's doing a lot of dancing coming back, folks. Looks like he's got her ironed out a little better here now. And the blue Bayou. It looks like he's going to be the overdrive, making his way back here. The blue Bayou is not going to catch him. The overdrive, Albert Atwood picking up the win over Terry Penny and the blue Bayou. And once again today, this is a double knockout elimination. Lose 2 races and you're done. Due to the shortage of people on the flag boat today, I'm not going to be able to keep track of who's been knocked out or not. But, okay, next race up, here they come. We got the Viper versus the Kilter. So they make their way around the start boat here to the staging area. Looks like the Kilter's in the inside lane, the Viper's in the outside lane. The inside lane, of course, is the pace lane, and it's supposed to be up to the boat in the outside lane to keep up with the pace boat. Nope. Circle them around, do it again. Bring them around, do it again. As I was saying, the boat in the inside towards the flag boat is the pace boat, and it's the boat in the outside lane. It's up to him to keep up, but not get ahead of the pace boat. So that's perfectly clear as mud. We'll move on. Okay, these guys coming around here again. It's David Atkinson and Herbie Nixon in the Kilter. The Viper, I'm not sure today if it's still Munchie and James or who it is, but nonetheless, we'll send them down the track. With Viper in the outside lane, Kilter in the inside lane. Eddie's got the flag up, send them on the way. Nope. Try it again. Like I said, this is a little shorter run-up than the boys are used to, so a little later before we get used to it. Good start. First time start. Away to go. This is in the 400 class. The Kilter's running big block Dodge. The Viper, big block Chevy. They make their way down the course here. Into the turn first is the outside lane. The Viper making a cautious turn. And now comes the Kilter. This one's going to be close down to the finish, I believe. Is it going to be the Kilter or the Viper? And it's going to be close. The Kilter by a boat length. There you go. The Kilter picking up the win by a boat length. The next race up is going to be the Stinger versus the Contender. Yesterday was slated as Trent Atkinson and Lawrence Cameron aboard her. I'm not sure if it's still the same. The Contender, that would be Bruce Newell and Bubba Sears. And here comes the familiar yellow Swims Point Stinger. And we're just after these guys, we'll be following up with an outboard race, the 20 horse class, the Mayfly versus the Flying Canadian. That's Dana Stewart in the Mayfly and Johnny Hot Dog Nickerson in the Flying Canadian. Okay, we have the Stinger up there, and here comes the Contender to join him. We'll get this race underway here shortly. Looks like it's gonna be the Contender in the outside lane, Stinger in the inside lane. Okay, are they coming up to the line here? This is right on the money, that one was. There they go. Once again, folks, watch these corners. The fresh water is giving them all they can handle. And here in the corners, dead even in the corners. Both boats making great corners. So this one could be a photo finish, folks. This one's gonna be close. Here they come. Woo! That was a photo finish. Photo finish, folks. Stinger. Stinger by the photo. That was a close one, folks. That was a photo finish. Stinger by inches. Okay, next race up. Mayfly versus the Flying Canadian. That's Dana Stewart in the Mayfly and Johnny Nickerson in the Flying Canadian. Okay, folks, keep your eyes on these guys. These guys usually catch some pretty good air, so let's... Okay. Looks like it's going to be the Flying Canadian in the inside lane. Mayfly in the outside lane. Oh. Okay. Eddie's got the flag up. That's going to bring them on up to the start line here. Here they come. Johnny Nickerson, the Flying Canadian in the inside lane. Dana Stewart in the outside lane. This is a 20 horse class, and away they go. Eddie turns them loose. A little bouncing going down there. Hot Dog catching some air. The boat is aptly named because it spends almost as much time in the air as on the water. Hopefully he's remembered his cushion to kneel on, because that can get hard on the knees. Okay, into the corner first is the inside lane. That's Johnny and the Hot Dog. The Flying Hot Dog, I should say. If anybody's looked on the Facebook. Uh-oh, where's Dana? Dana swung way wide on his corner, and that one's going to cost him dearly. There's Hot Dog catching some air there, the Flying Canadian. Here comes Dana. You can pretty much see under his boat too. But it's going to be Johnny picking up the win here with the better corner. Johnny Nickerson, your winner. Remember, folks, I had to lose twice to be eliminated. Okay, next race up. Looks like it's going to be the Spit and Sputter versus the Yogi. Spin Sputter versus the Yogi. Looks like they're gonna want to go. Two big block shifts. Okay, here we go. Good start. Yes. Good start. There we go. Like the Yogi might have a slight lead heading down there. So wait till they get to the corner. No, it's the inside lane just a hair ahead of the outside lanes. These folks are pretty close. Corners are pretty even. This one could be a close one back at the finish too, folks. Here they come, the Yogi in the outside lane, Spit Sputter in the inside lane. It's gonna be Spit Sputter! Spit Sputter versus the Yogi. I mean the Spit and Sputter over the Yogi. Spit and Sputter picking up the win there, folks. Okay, next race up. That's the Yogi losing to the Spit and Sputter. Okay, next one up, Redemption versus the Head Rush. Once again, folks, as the boats get eliminated, I can't promise you anything, but I'll try to keep you abreast of who's been eliminated. Okay, it's going to be the Head Rush in the inside lane. No Redemption in the outside lane. And here we go. And good start. Uh-oh, looks like Danny's having some trouble here. Uh-oh. Looks like Danny's having some difficulties. This is a new boat, so he's having trouble getting it balanced out with this chop, I guess. So he's going to have to play with that boat some. In the meantime, the Head Rush has made his turn and is headed back. Oh, looks like Danny's got her going a little better there now. And it's going to be the Head Rush, as the No Redemption's having trouble hiring out his new boat. And the Head Rush finally, the No Redemption finally gets turned around and headed back. It's going to be the Head Rush picking up the win there. Okay, next race up is the Blur versus the Mr. Mopar. And that's in the 550 class also. Landon and Mark Ross in the Blur. Gregor Simmons. And either Skyler or Terry in the Mr. Mopar. Mr. Mopar at the inside, big block Dodge. Taking on the big block Chevy of the Blur. So again, I'd like to say happy birthday to Miranda. That's from your mother. Oh, too big of a jump. Keep up. You gotta keep up. Trying to get a little jump on the start there. That's what the Skyler's in Mopar today, is he? Right now? Okay, red helmet Skyler, gray helmet's Terry, I guess. I've been informed, so that's Skyler. Okay, here they come. That's better. Okay, try to get up a little bit closer. Third time be the charm here. Let me get my list updated. Anybody eliminated yet, Julie? Nobody's eliminated yet. Okay, we'll bring these guys around again here. And okay, looks like good start this time. Sending them on the line. A blur in the outside lane, taking on Mr. Mopar. Okay, to the turn. First is, well, it's pretty even. Too close to call. Straightened away first. It looks like Mr. Mopar. It's gonna be a close race here. Oh, look at the blur. She's coming clear of the water. Wow. The blur. Not very much. And I'll tell you, the blur is right on the verge of it there, folks. Okay. After this one, it's going to be the Overdrive versus the Baby Blur. Overdrive versus the Baby Blur up next. And it looks like it's going to be Albert in the Overdrive in the outside lane. And the Baby Blur in the inside. Looks like he's been making some modifications to his boat. Okay, here we go. Here they come. Here they come. And it's going to be a good start. Away they go. Baby Blur. And this is in the 25 to 40 class. It's a Contender versus a straight ahead after these guys. They make their way down the course here. Looks like Albert in the Overdrive in the outside lane has the advantage as they make their way to the turn, and it is Albert in the Overdrive turning first. And there comes Robin around his turn. And making the way back towards the finish line here. Beautiful afternoon here in the harbor at the... Uh-oh, Facebook's... Uh-oh, it's going to be unhappy people with Facebook land, but we're short-handed and... Okay, Becky's not sure. She's had somebody take over, but hopefully they have. She got drafted because we're short-handed. And Albert's going to pick up the win here in the 25 to 40 horse class. And Robin Howlett and the Baby Blur. Smiling for the camera. Okay, next one up, the Contender versus the straight ahead. Okay, for now we have the Contender, Bruce Newell and Bubba Sears. And they are the inside lane, straight ahead, Dave McCarthy and Mike Chevrolet in the outside lane. Okay, here they come. And good start. Eddie turns them loose. Eddie turns them loose. Looks like they're pretty even match making their way down there. They get to the corner, it's pretty even. See who's got the best corner. Looks like everybody's learned to go into the corner a little easier. These guys are pretty close. See Barry Malone down there in our safety boat. Thanks, Barry. And it looks like it's going to be the Contender. And it is. It is the Contender picking up the win over the straight ahead. Contender picking up the win there over the straight ahead. Okay, outboard's up next here with the Bad News Bear and the Spartan. Bad News Bear is the green flat bottom punt, and the hydrofoil type boat is the blue Spartan. It's going to be Spartan in the inside lane, Bad News Bear in the outside lane. We got the barbecue fired up here, smelling pretty good. Okay, Eddie's bringing them up to the line. Get the Spartan up here, and good start. Julie's keeping me apprised of what's going on here. Okay, after these guys, there's going to be the Dodge It versus the Half Throttle. And that's in the 400 horse. Okay, they make their way down the course. It's hard to tell. We'll have to wait till they get to the corner here to see who's got the advantage. And let's see, looks like the inside lane slightly ahead. And here they come back. Let's see if the outside lane can track him down. Looking pretty close as they make their way back. And here about the 2/3 the way back, and it looks like it's going to be the Bad News Bear in the outside lane. And yes sir, it's going to be the Bad News Bear picking up the win over the Spartan. Bad News Bear, your winner. Okay, next race up. Dodge It versus Half Throttle, followed by the Stinger versus the Hazard. Okay, Dodge It in the outside lane, Half Throttle in the inside lane. See what kind of a start we can get here on them. Nope, a little uneven there. We'll send them around, see if we can get them a little more even than that. Get squared away. Okay, bring them up the line again. Try it again. Oh, a Half Throttle, a little throttle heavy that time. Oh well, third time's a charm. I'll bring them around and do it again. Okay, let's try this again. Let's start this off. Third time the charm. Okay, making their way down the course. They're pretty even there, folks. Have to wait till they get to the corner. Did even in the corner. See who's got the best turn. Looks pretty even there too, folks. So looks like you want to be right on with this one, folks. This could be a photo finish. Big block Dodge in the outside lane. Picking up the win there, folks. That's the Half Throttle picking up the win over the Dodge It. Half Throttle, Roger Sauerbug and David Humphrey picking up the win there. Okay, next race up, the Stinger versus the Hazard. Stinger versus the Hazard. Okay, well, so we got the Hazard in the inside lane and the Stinger in the outside lane. The Needs Convenience Store, Spartan, Marine, Kenny Shellbridge, and Pizza Delight. Okay, Stinger in the outside lane, Hazard in the inside lane. Good start. Big block Ford and the Stinger versus the big block Chevy and the Hazard as they make their way down to the turn. The boys have been pretty good in the turns today. And Looks like the Hazard's turned around and headed for home, slightly ahead of the Stinger. That's gonna give him an advantage. And here they come. It's gonna be the Hazard. The Hazard picking up the win over the Stinger. That's the Hazard over the Stinger. As the winner is the Hazard. That's James Crowell and Ryan Ross over David Link's Swims Point Stinger, piloted by Trent Atkinson and Lawrence Cameron, I believe. Okay. Penny Pincher and Baby Blur is our next race up. Okay, looks like it's going to be the Penny Pincher in the outside lane. I believe that's Nathan Quinlan. And Robin Howard here in the Baby Blur in the inside lane. Okay, here they come to the start line, and good start, away we go. Skimming his way along. The Baby Blur, the Penny Pincher is making his way pretty good. Yogi and the Contender are up next. Okay, as they make their way down the corner here, and it is gonna be the outside lane. Oh, it's a dead even turn, folks. Penny Pincher makes a slow tight turn. Robin makes a faster, wider turn. Let's see who's going to get the advantage coming back. Looks pretty close, folks. Making their way back here. This is in the 25 to 40 horse class. Let's see if Cliff's boat's going to pick up a win. No, it is going to be the Baby Blur. And he's on the right side of the buoy this time. So that's Robin Howlett picking up the win there. Okay. Okay, Yogi versus the Contender. Here they come, folks. Nope. Okay, Contender in the inside lane, Yogi in the outside lane. Oh, too fast. Much of a jump there. Take him around, do it again. See if we can get him a little more even than that. Okay, folks, here we go. Try this again. Yogi's in the outside lane, the Contender in the inside lane. Oh, Contender getting the jump again. Contender getting a little too much of a jump there. So looks like it's working in threes today. So we'll bring them around here and do it again. You gotta get it right. These boats are so close, folks, and every inch that they can gain on the start, on the turn, counts. Contender getting berated by Eddie for dropping the hammer too soon. Contender is pushing it. Okay. They don't get underway this time. I got a sneaking suspicion they're going to get a talking to. But Okay, that's better. That's better, sir. Still wasn't good, but that was a lot better. Folks are close, boy. They try any way they can to get an advantage on the start. And into the corner first is maybe the Contender by a hair. Squared away and headed for home. This is going to be a drag race, folks. This is the 550 class. And it is going to be the Contender picking up the win over the Yogi. And I'm quite sure that is, I believe, the Yogi's second loss. Okay, next race up. Okay, that's the last one I've got on my list, so I get my list updated. Okay. So. Get an update here. Okay. Okay, a little talking with is over. I don't think the Contender's very happy, but well, that's close finish. Nice picture. It does. Orange always looks good. Yep. Okay, we got the Mayfly in the inside lane, Spartan in the outside lane. That's in the 20 horse class. Coordinate with the outside lane. And Dana Stewart in the inside lane. Okay, here we go. Let's see who's down to the end of the course here first. Okay, first one to the turn looks like it is the inside lane, followed very closely by the outside lane. So that's the Mayfly with a slight lead coming back over the Spartan. Looks like the Mayfly is going to have an advantage. Looks like he's slightly ahead coming back here. See if the Spartan can track him down. And no sir, it's gonna be the Mayfly. Dana Stewart picking up the win over the Spartan. Okay. Okay. Right.
Better keep up. The guy on this side is the pace boat. The guy on this side is the pace boat. He holds his throttle. You better keep up.
Okay, we're going over rules again, folks. Okay, the Blue Bayou and No Redemptions are next race up in the 25 to 40 class.
It's Blue Bayou here. No Blue Bayou, no.
Okay, looks like okay, waiting to see if the Blue Bayou is going to make the call. If not, looks like next race up is supposed to be the Blue Bayou and No Redemption. Okay, looks like what the Blue Bayou's cracked on. I guess the Blue Bayou's not going to show up, so looks like the No Redemption's gonna. Looks like Danny McLeod's gonna pick up the win there by default. The Blue Bayou apparently decided he didn't want to race today. He packed it up and headed home. I guess there was some dispute. He didn't race who he thought he should race, but oh well. Looks like we are going to have the Kilter versus the High Throttle. Up next, and this is in the 400 class. The Kilter, a big block Dodge, that's David Axon and Herbie Nickerson. And the High Throttle, of course, Roger Sauerbug and David Humphrey. Looks like it's going to be the High Throttle with pace. The inside lane here. The off Kilter in the outside lane. This is 400 horse, folks. And here they come. Nope. Out in front a little bit's the High Throttle. Okay, let's try this again. Better start. Away they go. That's the off Kilter in the outside lane. High Throttle in the inside lane. Okay, inside. Excuse me, the High Throttle to the corner first. Squared away and headed for home. Followed closely by the off Kilter. Looks like the High Throttle's got the advantage coming back. It's going to be the High Throttle. High Throttle. There's a High Throttle, your winner over the off Kilter. Okay, next race up will be the Blur versus the Stinger. Stinger has pace lane, so they'll be in the inside lane here with the Blur in the outside lane. Okay, here comes the Stinger making her way over, and there's the Blur. Okay, here we go. This is in the 550 class. Okay, looks like we're finally going to have the Stinger make his way up here. Bring him around, get him a little evener. Hopefully the Stinger don't go way up the Roseway River again. Okay, after these guys, we're going to have the Baby Blur versus the No Redemption, and the Viper versus the Dodge coming up after that. Okay, here we go. Let's try this again. And nope. Everybody's trying to gain the advantage with the throttle. So I'm going to give them a talking to, I guess. So we can get everybody all on the same page. and we can keep going. So again, I'd like to thank all the volunteers here making it possible. That's looking better. Looking better. No. Things are going so good, folks. Things are going too good. Now all of a sudden everybody wants to try and get the advantage on the start. Okay, they give an instruction on how to approach the line. They're supposed to come up, and it's the outside guys, both in the outside lane, in this case the blower. It's up to him to keep up with the stinger. As long as the stinger is not putting the throttle to, like giving it more gas, it's alright. As the race before the Contender was giving her more throttle as he was coming up, he was giving her more fuel. And that's why they kept getting flagged. This time, it's the blower lagging back on the stinger. So we give them one little talking to here, and hopefully we can get them started. Oh, there we go. The engine's firing up. Hopefully they can figure it out. There, at the Dustin Bruce Conrad Memorial Race. What a beautiful afternoon it's turned out to be. Okay, this time, folks, if the blower isn't up with the stinger, they're going to be sent anyway. Good start, away we go. Look pretty evenly matched. Okay, corner first, the stinger slightly ahead of the blower. Let's see who's got the best corner. Looks like pretty even. This looks like it may be a photo finish. Don't blink. It's gonna be the blower picking up the win by a boat length. That is the blower by a boat length. Okay, next race up, Baby Blower versus No Redemption. Okay. Looks like we're going to have the Viper versus Dodge at first. It's going to be the Viper versus Dodge at first, then the Baby Blower versus the No Redemption. Okay. Next boat up, Viper versus Dodge. They're making their way from the marina now. The black Dodge, big block Dodge, versus the maroon Viper, big block Chevy. Okay, making their way around here. Okay, the Viper and the Dodge are making their way around here in the staging area. And they'll be followed by the Baby Blower and the No Redemption. Okay. Looks like it's going to be the Viper in the outside lane. That's Munchie and James. And the Dodge. Joey Simpson, Matthew Simpson. Okay, here they come. Good start. Good start. Looks like the Viper in the outside lane with a slight lead. Can't tell for sure till they get to the corner. Yes, the Viper's into it slightly ahead. The Dodge is known for good corners, and there he just hauled off a good one. And that's making him up a lot of ground. Swinging wide on the corners, folks, like that is a killer. And it's gonna be the Dodge. There it is, the Dodge picking up the win over the Viper. That big corner killed them. The big corners kill. Okay, Baby Blur versus No Redemption up next. Followed by the Flying Canadian versus the Bad News Bear. Okay, good start. There we go. Danny's still trying to figure his boat out. That's a new boat. He's going to have some sore knees. He's got her skipping there now. He's got her skipping along there now pretty good. First race he had a little trouble figuring out his balance, but looks like he's got that all worked out as he makes his way down to the corner first. Into the turn. And there goes Robin around the high flyer, Baby Blur. And the No Redemption's on his way back. Followed by the Baby Blur. Looks like it's gonna be the No Redemption, barring disaster. Here they come. And it's going to be the No Redemption picking up the win over the Baby Blur. And the No Redemption. Okay. Flying Canadian Bad News Bears up after these guys. And we have the Flying Canadian and the Bad News Bear making their way to the start line. That's Johnny Nickerson and the Flying Canadian, aka Johnny Hot Dog. Anybody seen the pictures on Facebook? He's been in a couple buns on there. Getting creative with Photoshop. Chris is usually pretty good for that. Chris, of course, will have this all on video and have my meanderings all fixed in with it so you can get the full effect. Okay, looks like it's Johnny Nickerson in the inside lane, the Flying Canadian, John Penny in the outside lane, and the Bad News Bear. And good start, away we go.
That was the fair start. I jumped so quick, but Johnny isn't keeping up. That's great. Johnny on the other side.
Okay, making their way down there. Look pretty even. Okay, they make their way down to the corner. First one into the turn is the inside lane. That's the Hot Dog making the turn slightly ahead of John Penny and the Bad News Bear. So we're going to have to wait till they bounce their way back down here. See how much air Johnny can catch. There he goes, gets a little bit. No chop much now in the water to speak of. It's beautiful conditions. And this is going to be a close one, but it looks like it's going to be the Flying Canadian. The Flying Canadian, Johnny Nickerson, picking up the win there. All right. Okay, next race up. Here's some big boats. Looks like we are going to have the Hazard. And they are going to be taking on, I would say, the Spit and Sputter. That's James Kroll and Ryan Ross in the Hazard. And Spit and Sputter, Robert Newsom. Okay, two big block Chevys are going to be fighting it out here. Looks like it's going to be the Spit and Sputter in the outside lane, the Hazard in the inside lane. Squared up here. Trying to get an advantage. Trying to get a little jump there. Or bring him around. Try it again. I'm a little closer. Try to get them a little closer. They've been complaining that they're not close enough. So this is what happens when you try to get them a little closer. Okay. We'll bring them around one more time. Okay, this is looking a little better. Close headed down there. Both Bayous are bobbing into the corner pretty even. Man, that's a good turn by the Hazard. So he's got the advantage. And it's going to be the Hazard over the Spit and Sputter. The Hazard over the Spit and Sputter. Okay, out are the Blue Bayou. He left early. The Spartan's out. The No Redemption, apparently, he went on the wrong side of the buoy. The Hazard's your winner of that last race. The Viper is out. The Penny Pitcher is out. Mr. Mopar is out. And the Yogi is out. Okay, next race up is going to be the Overdrive versus the Head Rush. And that will leave the Contender versus the Blur. Okay, once again, out, Blue Bayou, Spartan, No Redemption, Viper, Penny Pincher, Mr. Mopar, and the Yogi are all done. They've lost 2 races. Okay, we got Head Rush in the outside lane. That's Caleb Nickerson, I believe. And the inside lane, oh, he's on the... And the Overdrive in the inside lane. Here we go. That's Albert Atwood in the Overdrive. Boy, those boats are doing some didos. Okay, pretty even going down there. Okay, down into the turn first is, oh, they're pretty even, folks. Pretty even in the turns. Looks like the Head Rush may be with a little better turn, but we'll have to wait and see back here at the finish line. They're too close to call. Head Rush there picking up some air, doing some chime walking. This one's going to be a close one. This is a 25 to 40 outboard class, and it's going to be Albert in the Overdrive picking up the win over the Head Rush. Okay, next one up, Contender versus Blur. Contender versus the Blur. Okay, we can see who's got the pace lane here. Okay, Contender. Okay, Contender has the pace. Okay, here we go. Contender in the inside lane, Blur in the outside lane. Let's hopefully get this one underway without too much. Good start. Away we go. That was an awesome start. That was a good start, Lee. Boy, the Blur's doing some bouncing today. I'd say they've been after the stern. Oh, she does the biggest nose plant so far. Contender. I should give the Contender a bit of a lead on the way back. There we come, folks. This is going to be close. Contender, boy, it knows. The Contender. Boy, it knows. I'd say from the numbers of the Blur, that's what he lost, boy. From the numbers to the Bayou. Dude, that was close. Folks, if he wouldn't have got her buried up in the corner, it would have been a totally different outcome. So that was another good close finish. And the win going to the Contender on that one. Okay, it looks like the Dodge It and the Off Kilter. Dodge It. Okay, the Off Kilter and the Dodge It. So we get the Contender headed over to the marina. David Atkinson, Herbie Nickerson in the Off Kilter, big block Dodge. And they're taking on Joey and Matthew Simpson in the big block powered Dodge It. So this one's gonna come down to a Dodge shootout. And this, of course, is the 400 class. Okay, there we go. Nope. We'll bring him around, try to see if we can get him a little bit closer. These boats are quite close, so once again, they're trying to get all the advantage they can get. We are getting down and out to the end of the brackets. Okay, Dodge It in the outside lane. Off Kilter in the inside lane. There we go. Took them on the way this time. Too close to call, making their way down there. Okay, into the corner first. The outside lane is the Dodge It. Oh, the Off Kilter pushed her hard in the corner and buried her up. And here comes the Dodge It. The Off Kilter squared away and headed for home, but that cost him bad. Looks like it is going to be the Dodge It picking up the win here, folks. Those corners are all important. It's the Dodge It. Off Kilter, that puts them out for the day. That's their second loss. Next race up is going to be the Head Rush versus the Baby Blur. The Head Rush versus the Baby Blur up next. Okay, we get the Head Rush, the red boat, number 4. Operated, I believe, is by Caleb Nickerson, and looks like he's in the inside lane. And Baby Blur, Robin out outside lane. And good start. And it looks like the inside lane. That's the head rush. Okay, and it's the head rush into his turn first. And around and headed back as Robin gets into his turn. And he's making his way back now. And it looks like barring a total meltdown by the head rush, he should pick up the win here. And I believe that will eliminate the baby blur for the day. And it is going to be the head rush over the baby blur. And the head rush picks up the win there. And the baby blur coming across to make it official. His day is done. Okay, now we are. Okay, we're going to have the Mayfly, I believe, up next. And I believe he will be racing the Bad News Bear, Sean Penny. And it looks like it's going to be, let's see, who's in which lane? And it's going to be, looks like Dana in the inside lane and John in the outside lane. How's it, Johnny? Perfect racing? Not too bad, good. Looks a lot better than over the harbor. Okay, here we go. Dana Stewart and John Penny. John Penny in the Bad News Bear in the outside lane. Mayfly, Dana Stewart in the inside lane. Get them a little closer. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, away they go. And he turns him loose. This looks pretty evenly matched. Okay, after these guys we have the Contender versus the Spit and Sputter. And it will be the Overdrive versus the Head Rush. Okay, they look pretty even making their way down there. Beautiful afternoon here in the harbor for the Dustin Bruce Conrad Memorial Race. Even into the corners, they straighten away and head back first. It looks like John Penny may have a slight, Dana come close to passing the center line there, which would have got him disqualified, but managed to stay on the right side, but he's got some ground to make up here on the way back. And I don't know if he's going to have real estate enough to do it. Looks like it's going to be the Bad News Bear. And it is the Bad News Bear. John Penny picking up the win over the Mayfly. Next on my list is Contender versus the Spit and Sputter. And I see Bruce Noel and Bubba Sears making the way to the staging area of the Contender. And there's the Spit and Sputter, Robert Nickerson, the outside lane there. Okay, let's see who is, looks like the Contender's in the inside lane. Spit and Sputter in the outside lane. Okay, folks, there we go. Looks like it's the Contender in the inside lane. Spit and Sputter in the outside lane. Okay, here we go. This is the 550s Super Stock class. Good start. Here we go. These folks are close. bouncing away down there, too close to tell. We'll have to see at the corner. Pretty even into the corner. Looks like the turn will tell all. They're both squared away and headed for home. This one could be a photo finish, folks. This one's gonna be close. Oh, it looks like I'm in the Contender! The Contender! Contender picking the win up there over the Sputter. That's Bruce Newell and Bub Sears. Overdrive and the head rush is next for first place in the outboard, 25 to 45. So this one is for first place, folks. We got Overdrive in the outside lane, Albert Atwood. The head rush in the inside lane. Oh, we're gonna send them around and do it again here. Boats clear the course. Get the big boats clear of the course. We got Albert in the Overdrive, the white and black boat, the red head rush, number 4. And these guys are duking it out for first place. Okay, folks, here we go. Here we go, good start. Now this could be interesting. Albert done some pretty good diddling the last time.
All right, after the Flying Canadian Bad News Bear.
Flying Canadian Bad News Bear up next. Okay, at the turn. It's the outside lane turning first. Does anybody have to be beat twice here in this one? Looks like Albert's made the better corner. And Albert's dancing on his way back here. Looks like he's got the lead over the head rush. And it's going to be Albert Atwood in the Overdrive picking up the win here. Okay, next race up after this one, Flying Canadian and the Bad News Bear. Folks. Okay, Johnny Hot Dog and the Flying Canadian with John Penny and the Bad News Bear making the way to the start line here. And this is for all the marbles also. Okay, here we go. Johnny Hot Dog in the inside lane. Sending them on the way. There we go. John Penny in the outside lane. Johnny Nickerson in the inside lane. The Flying Canadian. Flying Canadian's got his work cut out for him. So they make the way down to the corner. First into the turn is the inside lane, slightly ahead of the outside lane. Both making good corners, so it's going to be the run back here, folks. This one's going to be close at the finish. This one is going to be close. This is gonna be close, folks, but it is the Flying Canadian picking up the win. Making up a poor start, coming back for the win. Johnny Hot Dog. Johnny Nickerson, the Flying Canadian, picking up the win there. Okay, next race up, half throttle versus the Dodge. Half throttle versus Dodge. Okay, half throttle versus the Dodge. This is a 400 class. Ooh, that was close. Roger Buck and David Humphrey in the half throttle. Joey Matthew Simpson in the Dodge. No, it's slow moving a little closer. The Blur, of course, they're done for the day, making their way to the wharf. I'm not sure about the free-for-all. I'll have to check and get back to you on that one. But usually there is the free-for-all immediately following the points races here. Okay, we'll try this again. Half throttle inside lane, Dodge it in the outside lane. Taking the way down there, big block Dodge versus a big block Chevy. And as they spank their way down to the corners, pretty even, too close to call. Dodge it making their turn. And here it comes. So this is going to be close, folks. High throttle. The Dodge it. Who's it going to be? It looks like it might be the high throttle. Picking up the win over the Dodge. Half throttle picking up the win there over the Dodge. All right. Okay, was that it for that class? That was it for that class. So that was first place. Going to the half throttle. Dodge at second. Off Kilter third. And the Viper bringing up fourth. That's the 400 stock class. And okay, the next race up is the 550, the Hazard versus the Contender. And the Hazard's got to lose twice, I believe. If the Contender wins this one, they'll have to do it again. But if the Hazard wins, looks like they will be champs again for the 5th race in a row. Okay, folks, here we go. Looks like it's a Contender in the inside lane, Hazard in the outside lane. And once again, this is for all the marbles. But the Hazard having no losses, they'll have to be beaten twice. Contender's got the work cut out for them. Okay, here we go, folks. And good good start, but it looks like the Hazard's pulling out the lead. As they come down to the first, the boy, it is the Hazard ahead. Hazard squared away and headed for home. The Contender's a little wide on their turn. And here comes the Hazard, here comes the Contender. Looks like it's going to be the Hazard keeping his win race alive. His win's alive. His winning streak, I should say. His race win streak alive at 5 for 5. Looks like they're making a statement this year. They are the vote to be beat. But the Contender putting in a good effort, coming in second today. So once again, that's a Hazard, keeping that race win streak alive with 5. This is more or less guesswork when they're coming. But looks like we got... Well, looks like we got some boats headed this way. 2, 3, 4... Oh, wave them off. Okay, it looks like they're going to be coming here again. Let's see, hopefully they get a good start this time. No. Looks like Eddie's going to try and start them fairly close. You think it's hard to start 2 boats in a row. You want to try starting 4 or 5. Winning ticket numbers, the green tickets. As it looks like the outboards are on the way down here. Okay, 1610 the first number. 1610, 1674. That's 1674. 3300, 3300 the next ticket number. 3252 the next number. 3252. 3482 is the next one. 3482. 4985, that's 4985. 4800, 4800. As we've got the 20 class coming in, and it looks like it's going to be Hot Dog picking up the win in the free-for-all. And it is Johnny Hot Dog, Dana, and Spartan, followed by the Bad News Bear. Okay. Okay, looks like the 25 to 40 horses are get crowded up, and looks like they've been set loose. There they come, making their way down here. And I'll run over the numbers here once again. 1610, 1674, 3300, 3252, 3482, 4985, 4800, 4321, 4252, and 4147. Those are your winning numbers. Looks like we have a wave off.
47. That's your real ticket numbers.
Okay, and here comes the 25 to 40s. Hard to pick out a leader here yet. Okay, and it looks like it is going to be a no redemption. Danny McLeod coming in first. Albert out with an overdrive, followed by the hit rush. Penny Pincher. And the Baby Blur. Rounding out your 40 horsepower outboard class. Okay, next one's up will be the 400 stock class. Looks like we're going to have 3 boats. The Viper, Dodge It, and off Kilter, I believe. Anyway, here they come. Sounds like a good start. Here they come, Dodge It on the outside, half throttle in the middle, and it's the Viper on the inside. And it's gonna be the half throttle. No, it's gonna be the Viper! The Viper over the half throttle. And the Dodge It coming in third. 5 boats. 5 boats in it.